Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Toy Migos. It's They're Not Dolls every Thursday night at 8:15 p.m. I'm the one and only Fallen Fett. It's that time again. Let's rip into it. Got a special delivery in the cargo hold today from the one and only Jurassic Jesse. He sent over the brand new Target exclusive vintage collection of Star Wars droids. He knew that Boba Fett is my number one main dude, so I had to have it. Comes with an extra coin right now. This is based off of the old Droids cartoon series. So you know what that means. Let's rip into it. Oh, it fell out. Look at that. Ooh.
That's nice.
All right, here's Boba Fett, the best Star Wars character that ever was. Here he is in his cartoon form, cartoon colors. And, of course, these 3.75 figures are blowing away the Black Series figures. And he's got 78 points of articulation, of course. Boba Fett, go get yours now. Target.com. Rip into it. Hey guys, what's up? I'm the one and only Fallen Fett, and welcome to another episode of the Fallen Fett Chronicles. I'm going to call this one Keep Running. Today we're going to get into Stranger Things, like the whole season 4. This was a very emotional ride, a great ride, and just what a show. So I had to invite some friends here tonight to talk, discuss, go over. Definitely spoiler warning. So those of you in the chat, I hope you're here to discuss it, bring up points that we miss, and keep that chat going. You know how we like to do it. So first up, I want to bring in live and direct from Midnight 30, the one and only Livin' La Vida YOKO.
Hi.
Hi,
Ernie.
YOKO.
Thanks for inviting me to talk Stranger Things.
Dude, all we've been doing is texting about it and trying to talk about it, and we had a little chance to, so I was like, man, when can we do this? So I'm glad this ended up perfect. I'm glad you're able to make it because man, what a season, right? Like it was so good. But we have a lot to go over because I still think that there was some stuff unanswered that like we brought up certain points and I'm like, hey, they didn't answer that. So I can't wait to see what the Federation has to say about it and if they did too. And then so I threw it out there and then I was getting like, dude, I want to join in too. So here to discuss with us is that one and only 80s baby, Dario.
Hello.
Live and direct from your basement, man. I love it. How are you feeling, Dario?
I'm good. Thank you.
Good.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you reached out and was like, dude, I want to hop in because that's exactly what I wanted.
Yo, it's so fresh in my head. These last 2 episodes, I just, I want to get into it.
Yeah, that's definitely a must for us too. And then I had a weird call, like my radio started playing a song and everything, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I'm like, dude, somebody's trapped in the Upside Down, so we got to help get them out. And I'm pretty sure it's CHAMBA.
Oh no! I'm stuck in it, guys. What's
CHAMBA coming to us from the Upside Down?
No, from the land down under, technically.
So is that how it really is down there? Just like that, you have to flip your camera because.
This is normal. He usually just flips his camera.
I do actually. I do. I'm gonna correct it right now. Like you know how you watch it in the show. It's like first it appears that way, then they flip back. Yeah. So now it's flipped back.
There we go. So yeah, we got to discuss it too a little bit, but now we'll do it here and go all out, like Dario's saying, since it's fresh in everybody's head and like that. So we can jump right into it. Let me check in with the Federation, see who's all here. I hope you guys have shared on your stories that we're live, we're on, we're doing a whole spoiler recap of season 4. And, you know, because what was it? Episodes 8 and 9, right? Had just dropped. It was 9 episodes long, about 25 hours long. Like, what did it end up being in runtime? Like, God, that was so long. But to me, it didn't seem like that. Did it seem like that to you guys? Like it was that long?
Episode 9 for me, not at all.
Yeah, it went quicker than I thought.
Yeah. So did I.
Yeah.
I think when you have an enjoyable show like that, it makes it like that. I had no clue that it was that long when I felt it, and I've watched it a couple times. And
did you watch it back to back originally?
8 and 9? No, I had to watch one, and then I watched the other one in the morning because it was too long. But then I watched the original just back to back with Riley on Sunday, and it still didn't even seem that long. I mean, until you look and you're done, you're like, wasn't that so good? And then half your day's gone. But then at that point, it was worth it, right? So let's check in with the Federation. Let's see who's here tonight. Guys, hit that thumbs up if you're new here. Thanks. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications and hit all. We already lost Ari.
He's been taken.
He's been taken. Vecna got him. There he is. If you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and hit all. And right there where it says say something, say hello, say what's up. Let us know that you're here. If it's your first time, how you enjoyed the show. You guys all know how this works. We got Donald Layton is here, Anonymous Dude 123, Matt Logic 44, Lucky Butter, the Toy Box of Doom, Darth Oprah's here, Evil Diva on her way home. Lucky Butter, Anonymous Dude. We got Thick Nick is in the house. Hulk AF. Innocence here. Who else do we got? Let's see. Everybody's chatting it up already. I love that. Joseph Joe Kerr is here. JD's in the house. Hey, what's up, JD? What's up, Jacob? How's it going? I hope you're watching. Did you guys watch Stranger Things? GL Faraday's here. What's up? Yoko's in the house. Kevin's here. What's up, Kev? How you doing? The Butter Baron himself. It's gonna be
isn't he like seasons behind?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's gonna be pretty spoiler, Kev, but I appreciate you being here. Just put it on mute and let that number go. And don't forget to hit thumbs up. Marcus Yee is here. Let's see. RMD, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Let's see. Eric is in the house. Oh my God, and I lost it, of course. What happened? Was that Eric? Oh man, I think Nick thought Rich was going to be on. I wish Rich was going to be here. Sorry, Dario, I didn't see you down there. I was trying to read the names. There's Dario right there. Catalina Wine Mixer, what's up? Obi-Wan Chingones, ¿qué pasó? How's it going? Arizona Toy Hunters Guild, what's up, Mike? Charles is in the house. And I think that's everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. How did you enjoy the episode? I'll try and look at your comments too and see what you liked about it. But I mean, first up here, this art that we put up was from oh man, I can't remember his name.
Do you need to let Corinne in?
Do I what?
Your house? Corinne says she's locked outside. Did you not see that?
No, I didn't. Are you serious? Oh my God. All right. Well, go ahead and roll with it. I'll be right back so I can let her in. Here's the poster for episode 1. Go ahead, Yoko. Anybody?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Host the show as he lets his wife in.
I love that he's specifically going through the comments and misses the ones from his wife saying, "Let me in."
He was greeting everybody to let you know because they're there. So what poster is this? I didn't see this before.
So these are artwork from the Butcher Billy on Instagram. He did one for each episode.
Oh, that's wicked.
Yeah, they look super good. They look super dope, man. They came out awesome.
That's actually cool. Like, are these official or just like pure fan art type stuff?
I want to say it might be just fan art. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Like when I went on his stuff, he does a whole bunch of other artwork, but he did like one for each episode.
That's wicked.
I'll run through them right now. That's why I loved them. I was like, dude, we got to post this because these are amazing. They did one for chapter 1, the Hellfire Club. Like, that's sick, right? I know I see Nick who says it looks like Elm Street, which this season had so much Elm Street in it. and I would say Halloween.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was so great. Let's see, chapter 2, Vecna's Curse. So there he is right there with the that eye shot, right? These are just amazing. Look at that one. Chapter 3, the monster and the superhero. So much detail in him too. Oh, chapter 4, Dear Billy. Oh man. And now she's rich off of that song. I can't get that song out of my head.
Did you see? I saw something that it said like she made like 2 point something million.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's like on. No, I think that's like on a daily, Dario. So it's no, for reals. Yeah. So of course, it didn't go that big in the 80s. I mean, she was like on American Bandstand and like that, but it never took off to say that it was a hit. But she owned the rights to it. So she didn't allow it in other things. They came to her, they gave her the story and everything. She was like, okay, yeah, go ahead and use it. And then it's blown up. It charted back #1 on radio stations and everything like that. She owns the right. So word is right now, like she receives over $2 million a day from playback and rights and everything. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
My wife said that she was at work and they haven't turned on the radio in years. And she's like, oh, we just turned it on for the first time. And she's like, I must have heard that song like 50 times.
Yeah. And I don't care either. It's being used on social media, like on TikToks and everything. I go around the house singing it all day. I don't even care. Like, it's just in my head. I don't know about you guys. And then the last song from this last episode, that group Metallica is going to blow up. Like, watch.
Yeah, in case no one's heard of them, you know. I know they're like a small band.
Up and coming, yeah.
Up and coming.
Yeah.
This is their breakout.
Yeah.
They were like a one-hit wonder, weren't they?
I'm pretty sure. I don't even know where they came from, but man, they better watch out. Like, stardom is going to hit them, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Maybe they could tour now.
Have you heard though that the song that someone made using the Chrissy Wake Up soundbite from Eddie? Have you heard that? Oh my gosh, I'll have to find that for you because that is actually stuck in my head. Someone made a song of him saying, "Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this." Like that part. Like someone turned it into a song.
God, no, I haven't heard that. I've heard remixes of Kate Bush. Like I posted the best one that I heard. That one was sick, and like I love it that it's back. And so Metallica now jumped. What was it? Was it 800% or 8,000? I believe. So
you know what they should do? They should start selling shirts with that says Metallica on.
Okay, merchandising opportunity right now.
Okay, so I love my shirts. Shirt Punch the other day had in the form of Metallica Munson with him under it.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God, yeah. I missed out on it. It was already gone, but I had caught it too late. But dude, do I want that one? Yeah, so much. Okay, so here's chapter 5, the Nina Project. That was cool too. Chapter 6, the Dive. And then 7, look at that.
These are wicked.
Yeah, right? Like, I want these on shirts. Like, all of them.
So vintage, like so 80s, bro. Just by the colors and all.
Yes. Oh, yeah. The Massacre at Hawkins Lab. I didn't even realize that 7 was called that. I don't even know why. Chapter 8, Papa. Look at that one too.
That one's awesome.
Classic poster, right? And then, there it is, the piggyback. And Eddie. Okay, did you guys cry? I freaking bawled my eyes out. I mean, like snot bubbles and everything, and the whole deep breath. Like for reals. I don't know. Chat, did you guys cry? There was a lot to it. Like even though we just got Eddie in this season, he was a very relatable, lovable character. I feel that everybody, if you grew up in the 80s, everybody knew an Eddie Munson, right? That Hessian, that D&D player, like everything fit. I thought of my cousin. I had a cousin who dressed just like him. Same hair, ripped jeans, Metallica, like everything. So when he threw that Iron Maiden out, I know for a while there was a lot of, because in the preview they showed him playing the guitar. And so everybody was like, what song is he going to play? And there was a lot of guesses to Iron Maiden. Like he had the shirt one time, the poster was up or something somebody pointed out. But I'm still glad that it was Metallica and Master of Puppets. And then to me, it was so 80s that They let it play, and we saw all the action going on. Right? I mean, I think out of this whole season, that was my favorite part. Did you guys have a favorite part, Yoko, for like the whole season?
Oh, I mean, I kind of go back to Max's scene at the graveyard, just in terms of like how much that scene blew me away. I think not like a favorite, as in like I want to watch that scene over and over again.
Yeah.
But like
A standout.
It really made an impression. Yeah, for me, that scene with her, how emotional she got and everything was pretty cool.
Okay, I have to say it just for everybody. Did you cry on anything?
Sorry, Ernie, I did not.
Gosh, did you feel like you should have?
Yes, yes. During the Dustin and Eddie scene, I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna ask me if I cried, and I'm gonna say nope. Like, that's what I was thinking about in that moment. Was, oh my gosh, I have to tell people I did not cry.
That's okay though.
This is the moment.
You felt it though.
Yeah.
I did. Chamba, did you have a standout scene or a favorite?
Yes, I mean, standout scene was definitely the grave scene for sure with Max. That she acted her butt out there, but it was great. Again, like it's not a repeat watch. I'm not gonna go to that scene and go, I need to rewatch this constantly. It's it's very heavy. As far as I don't know, the whole Vecna episode reveal thing was great. Because I wasn't spoiled by anything, thankfully, because I didn't watch it when it first dropped, and I'm glad I wasn't spoiled with anything, because that was good to see. But as far as like getting emotional and stuff, I'm sorry, Ernie, didn't. I knew at the moment, I was like, oh, this is the part where I'm sure I should. Like, I felt it for sure. It was emotional, but I wasn't like, it didn't get me Pixar. It didn't get me.
No,
but no, not there. But like not in the series. But otherwise, I'm like, oh, like you feel for him. You know what I mean?
Get
like
the feels for sure.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, that hurts. Like that really hurts. But nah, yeah.
And Dario, how about you?
I got two that I liked for a certain reason, and like I was talking to my youngest about it. Was when Will was talking to Mike in the back seat, and then again to his brother at the pizza shop.
Yeah,
those two right there, because I was like, oh, because throughout the season, I'm looking at my wife and my oldest because we're the ones watching it, and I was like, dude, I think whatever. Yeah. And then those two scenes, I was like, yo, I knew it. Like that's what it has to be, obviously, right?
That he's gay.
And then and my daughter's like, my youngest started watching the last two episodes with us, and she's like, "Oh, why didn't he just tell everybody?" I'm like, "Baby, back in those days,
it's the 80s, man.
That's the last thing you want to say to somebody."
No.
Correct.
Especially because AIDS was coming out and people were scared. The last thing you want to do is come out,
especially being young and knowing.
Oh, definitely, and no one knows. Like people,
you hit it. Look at the one who, what was her name? Robin, who she liked. Yes, and then she got devastated when she saw the boyfriend.
Yeah.
But she was hiding it. Like you knew that she was at the end too. So yeah, the 80s, that wasn't a thing that you were just able to do.
Her, you kind of picked that up about her last season though, a little bit. And then this season,
Robin, we knew. I think she told us.
Yeah, Robin was out. The girl who she liked, the other girl from band.
The girl that she liked.
The other girl, yeah. But with Will, this like those two times, I was like, man, I feel for this kid, bro. Wow.
Yeah, you do. And I love how he handled it, being the brother, that he didn't come right out and say it, but he just gave an example of, I'm always going to be there.
Yeah, let him know that
no matter what, I'm gonna be. You stuck a Lego up your nose
when he was listening to the convo in the back seat. Like he was like, man.
Yeah, that was it. That was a great part. I mean, yeah, that's definitely in the feels, showing that camaraderie and the whole him just not being able to say it, the act to his best friends, to his brother. So even at that point that him and his brother are alone, like he still can't even say it. Even when his brother's telling him,
but they know. I feel like they know.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like
absolutely. The brother knows.
Yeah,
they know.
Yeah, the brother definitely knows because of that whole interaction that they had in the
No,
like,
I'm saying that
you think Mike would have handled that well? Because I do not.
Definitely not. No,
I'm saying that Will still
that's
didn't
the
tell
whole
his
fear
brother.
of it too.
Yeah.
Mike
You know,
couldn't even hear him crying right next to him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's a couple of memes going around about that too, where it's
Yeah,
like,
did you see that?
yeah.
That's great. Yeah, so the build up to those was, I mean, just really, really heartfelt. You really feel for the guy. But on the top of that scene too, which I feel is a letdown, was, man, and I kept telling Yoko this so much, I really thought that painting was going to be something else, like having to do
You
with
thought it was going to
something.
be weird.
I did.
Wait,
and then
are you saying you didn't like the painting?
I didn't.
think it's rad.
I felt like it was a letdown.
He wanted it to be something weird.
I did. I
I
wanted
wanted feet or something.
You
There's gonna be a
wanted-
big painting of Mike's feet. That's what Ernie was hoping for.
I actually told Yoko I thought it was the painting from Wedding Singers. Remember when he painted them and he took it, Vince Vaughn, and he's
Wedding
standing there,
Crashers?
the leaves.
Wedding
Yeah.
Crashers.
Yeah, Wedding Crashers. What did I say?
Yeah.
Wedding Singers.
Sorry, Wedding Crashers. Yeah, that's what I thought it was, and I was like, that's gonna be awesome, but it wasn't. I just kind of feel like that was a letdown. But as I rewatch it, is that going to be a hint to season 5? I mean, we always get hints at the beginning, right? This
Could
first
be.
season
I mean, they could.
of them playing D&D, they laid it all out there, right? That's our monster, Vecna. Eddie saying he can't defeat Vecna, we should have known, like, he was going to die. So is this a things to come? And now will Mike die in the next one? Because remember, he showed him right in the front of that 3-headed dragon. That's what it was.
Yo, when I thought this was the last season. I don't, like, for some reason I thought this was the last season. So when we were watching before these two dropped, I told my wife and my daughter, I says, okay, who do you think is gonna die? And they're like, why someone gotta die? I'm like, someone good, one of the good guys or two of the good guys at this point with this series, they gotta die. Just like Rich always says, you kill your darlings, right? Like how when he used to always tell you guys used to talk podcasting dead, you got to kill your darlings, the ones you love the most. Boom, knock them out, and because that's what makes great television. And I thought it was gonna be crap, I can't remember the names now. Steve or Will, because he's like connected, you know.
Will's like the most connected. He's pretty much throughout the whole series. He's kind of
the
super tormented the whole time. Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with everything too. As you rewatch the season, they had this planned out. I mean, so good for them that they never strayed from it. Because if you go back now, people are watching season 1 and all the way through. There's hints of Vecna throughout it, whether it's a shadow or even to the point in season 1 where it feels like Will saved himself by singing, "Do I stay or do I go?" So there was just hints all throughout it of it playing out. I think in season 2, there's a part where Vecna shoots out of a hole and you only see the back of his head. And that was it. Like if another monster was coming, I mean, they've had it just all written out, and it played out so well.
Yeah, I seen something on IG right after I watched everything. How like the grandfather clock bells, you hear them throughout certain seasons and episodes.
Yeah,
and I never picked that up. But like, why would you?
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Until you go rewatch everything. And then
are there basically.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of the clock, I didn't know that it was going to be 4 chimes. Like I didn't catch that until it was totally explained.
Yeah.
Right. That there was 4 victims and everything. And oh man, and Max half dying. That's another part where I lost it.
She didn't have to die. She died.
She died.
She did die. You're right. And
Yeah.
we don't know where she's at now. But when that happened, and Elle was there in the Mind Connect in the black. Just all by herself, and he didn't even know, and he's holding her, and they were both crying. Oh man, dude. I lost.
That was the other gut punch for me when she was like, I'm not ready. Like I'm not ready to go. I'm so scared. Like that whole part. Oh my gosh, your heart just breaks for her.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it broke like her arms and her legs.
Again, she acted her butt off, man.
It was emotional. It was so.
Sadie Sink MVP. Yeah,
I loved when I thought that they were all done for, and then that whole 80s thing happened and they came back. And like he started punching the dude, and oh god, I was so glad that he died when the thing ripped open. I hate that guy.
The bully, but it was almost like you almost wouldn't have, like, if you blinked in the right spot, you would have missed it. I feel like.
It was quick,
anticlimactic, and
it
was great.
And like in the background,
it's like he never mattered,
right?
You know what's crazy? If you watch enough 80 movies, you would have known that dude was gonna die at the end.
Oh yeah,
right.
Because I told my wife, I'm like, oh, I already know what's gonna happen. I'm like, when they saw him in the gun shop, I was like, they're gonna follow him. They're gonna follow him. And then he's gonna run up in at the exact moment when everything is going on, and he's gonna end up dying. And he's gonna be the fourth one, right? She's like, oh, why'd you think that? I'm like, I watch 80s movies. If you watch any horror, you know this is how it goes.
Yes, this is definitely spoiler. Sorry, Outcast.
What about the other guy, the other basketball player, the one that was like the one that attacked Erica? Like that, like horrified me too, almost more than anything else. I'm like, this is a 10-year-old girl that they're attacking.
That's what I was gonna say, because she's a little girl.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of dicks, dude. Like, so I hated even more on that because, again, growing up in the 80s, sorry, jocks were like that. It was so, I loved when he explained it to him, and that was emotional for me too when he said, I should never opened your door. You know, like, tried to be like you guys, because everybody did. Everybody tried to be the jock or the popular one or anything. No matter if you didn't want to or not, like that was the popularity thing. So to see them act that way, I hated them from the beginning because I got that a lot, right? Growing up a nerd, or my thing when I grew up was, how is Ernie so popular but he doesn't play sports? They hated that. No, I'm being so serious, dude. They hated that because I was a part of the party scene, and just like this, I talked to everybody. And the jocks at my school freaking hated me. I showed up to DJ a friend's party one time, and there was a dude there on the team who didn't know me, who straight came up to me and was like, oh, you're the DJ, and helped started grabbing. And then I heard him say, wait till Ernie gets here. We're kicking his ass tonight, finally. And I was all, what? Oh, really? And they were just like,
party ain't stopping. We're going to go all night.
Yeah. No, dude, I packed up my crap and I bounced. I was out. I was like, nope, this ain't happening tonight, dude. Because
you don't want music.
Yeah, jocks are just jerks, dude. Back in that day, that's exactly how they were, and they acted.
And how this guy wanted to fit in so bad that he was giving up his boys and stuff.
Yeah, he didn't even care. So yeah, when I feel you, when she got attacked, to me, I was just like, oh, those jerks. Like, you don't need to do that. And then just the way he was hitting them, he pointed a gun at him. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
He was still believing in the occult thing again. So yeah, when I saw him rip in half, I was like, yes.
Yeah, it was pretty satisfying. I just wish, it took another beat or two on it. Yeah, but I do like the idea, Chamba, that it's just not, he was so.
Yeah, it's like he was so.
It's
like, whatever, dude. Like, you're done.
Yeah.
He was like going hard on her because he was. I thought he was going hard on her because he was probably like, back then too. You got to think about it a lot, especially in a small town of where are they? Indianapolis or something?
Indiana, yeah.
Yeah,
Indiana. She said that in the episode.
Yeah, like they're racist.
Yeah, she said it when they had to go to the gun store. She alluded to
Erica?
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She alluded to it. We're going to a gun store right now. Like, is that really a right idea for right now? So they had said. And yeah, that was a problem then too. So I love all the points that they touched on and they did it correctly, and it played out very well. I can't wait for season 5, but now it's not going to be until 2024, I believe.
Probably. Yeah.
I think the wait would make sense though if there's going to be that whole time skip thing.
Supposedly that's what we hear, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, what's going to happen? Speaking of time skip, another unanswered thing was the freaking counselor. I thought she was with Vecna. Right, YOKO?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, plays a part or something, right?
Right, because she had the clock in her house.
In her house.
And then her necklace was the key.
Yes.
Maybe it's not over though.
Exactly. Yeah. There's always one season left. Something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
the fact that we never saw her again is a little weird.
That was vanished.
Yeah.
That was the thing. And then all the kids were under her. Like, they were throwing it out there, right? All the kids were under her, medication wise and like that. So that was another thing that I felt like I wish we would have known.
we might see it next season. You know what I mean? Kind of like how you were saying, it's like you didn't notice a lot of things from the previous seasons that you only noticed once you rewatched it. It could be one of those things. Except now we're so observant, we're kind of just spotting it. Like, okay, what about that?
Yeah,
exactly. We were so hardcore into it, so that happened.
There's a branch in the middle of the road. That's got to mean something.
Exactly.
I know. Want to go back and scrutinize it like WandaVision, you know, like looking for all the clues.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, that are right in front of your face, and you don't know, but rewatching.
Or they're there just to trick you. They're there just to mess with you, right?
Yeah, that's true too. I mean,
a possibility for sure.
Yeah, there was a lot though. Like, I didn't know. Right, he wasn't a part of it. Like the second one who died. Like, I guess they didn't have to have meaning because we had the cheerleader, then we had the newspaper kid, and then who was number 3? Oh, the
basketball player. Yeah,
in the boat, right?
Yeah, in the lake or something.
And then it was Max. So those were the 4 to unlock it. And now what? Oh, and what do you guys think that means? Like your guess. Like we're gonna get the upside down in there. I mean, I know Vecna laid out like everything, right? Which was so cool. But so what? Now the upside down is gonna be a part of our world?
He grabbed Nancy, said, go tell 11, like, you know, everything you see. And it was literally like Doctor Strange, both worlds coming together, like merging with each other.
Just merging, yeah. I'm gonna basically put the upside down into ours, basically, into your world.
Yeah, he laid it all out there, like from the beginning, right? Even through seasons of what he was doing.
Very 80s villain like, you know?
Right.
It's like, I'm gonna tell you my plans.
He did. And while he's holding her,
you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Because he did. But he told her the setup, right? Because it was, I needed you. You unlocked it. So we know that 11 did. I can absorb and steal your powers. So he took her powers to open up rifts. What else did he say? There was like so much. And then you brought me back. Like it all just played out, man, like a poem, dude. It was so good like that. And then speaking of 80s villains, right? When Freddy Krueger showed up, that was great.
Yo,
that was
I
so
did
cool.
The whole Leo thing. I was like,
I did too. I didn't see that coming whatsoever.
I had afterwards I remembered reading that he had been cast in it, but I had totally forgotten while watching it. So that was a fun surprise. I always wondered if Nancy being named Nancy was a nod to Nightmare on Elm Street. So like I was like, oh, she's gonna be the final girl here. You know, like
she still could be.
Yeah.
When I saw that whole thing in the makeup, I was looking at him like, why does this guy look familiar?
Right.
And I'm like, oh snap, is that Freddy? And I'm like, oh man. And then on that Monday, he put it up on Twitter. And I was like, oh, I knew it.
Oh, I didn't see that. Really? He did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. For the listeners that don't know, if you don't know who we're talking about, Freddy Krueger is played by Robert Englund, and he was the dad, right? The dad in the psych ward. The dad. So that's who that is. That's Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund in the flesh. I loved him in that, and I loved him in
the old version of the dad.
Old man version, yeah.
Yes, the old man version. Which, okay, going back to the dad, right? And when he said that, I didn't realize that he was the kid. I didn't pick that up until he said.
I always thought he looked fishy, as I'm like, what? Like whenever they showed, the flashbacks and all his 2 children, I was like, that guy seems sums up with that little kid. But I never put, 2 and 2 together.
It was like a passing thought in my head.
That's
like, right.
That's why, because I'm like,
yeah.
That guy, it looks like he's too neat. I'm like, there's something about his expression. I'm like, maybe, there's probably some. But then, once they had that Vecna episode, I was like, that's it right there.
I feel like they did a good job of that, where they like secretly hinted at it, but then they didn't focus too much on it, so it doesn't get obvious, right? But
I didn't at all, so it wasn't obvious to me until they showed it, and I was like, oh. I mean, that just shows how old he really is, right? But I still don't get the only thing that I play it to is the branching out, but him playing with the Black Widows. Like, is that the multiverse spider web? Like Spider-Man, like Madam Web type thing, where he reaches out. I mean, so like that's what I'm saying. What was it of him? What was it with him playing with the Black Widows?
Oh, like to show that he wasn't afraid of them.
Really
like
afraid of
he's
them.
the predator.
They're deadly. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Black Widows are predators. Yeah, exactly. And the whole webbing part, you know, you can really look at that as symbolism too. Like whenever he would link up to the real world, I guess it's all through.
That's what I was trying to say when he was posted up and
yeah.
All this next Spidey villain confirmed.
I see.
Yeah, right.
Spider-Verse confirmed.
That was cool. Did you like their whole plan of attack thing of burning him and going after him?
I mean, you know, the Demogorgon, they don't like fire either, so I guess it would kind of make sense in their minds, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we're going back to what you said. In their head, everything that is going on is Dungeons and Dragons. So they're using attacks like they would use in their game.
Tactics and whatnot, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think of that way. Yeah, that's true too. I didn't. Yeah. You know what, dude? I wasn't a Dungeons and Dragons player. I never did those board games. Yeah, you neither, Chamba? No,
I'm not a Dungeons.
Yeah, I didn't at all. So I didn't. That was a good one, Daria. I didn't pick up on that. Like they were using the attacks. They say it right, just like I said at the beginning of the episode. They always set it up on what they're going to do to attack. So
that's how they come up with all the names and everything like that. You know,
the name Vecna was from Dungeons and Dragons, right? That wasn't his real name. They just called him that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying too. Is that 3-headed dragon that he did in the drawing? Is that a piece in Dungeons and Dragon? Because I thought it was.
I thought wasn't that like that tornado thing that showed up? And what was it? Was
the Mind Flare? The Mind Flare.
The Mind Flare, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it that?
I don't remember.
I guess it could have been a representation of it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I keep going back to that painting because I felt like it was a letdown, and that the dragon was all painted.
Like
red.
I wanted feet.
I wanted a really cool picture. Like, man, this guy can
really
draw.
Detailed.
Yeah,
you memorize my feet?
No, I think you might be onto something there. That it's a hint for the final season. You know,
they were all set up. Wheels in the front and a heart. I kept trying to pause it and I couldn't pause it fast enough to see.
Heart, right?
Mike's the heart. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike is the heart.
Yeah, that's what he means.
I couldn't see how the rest were set up in the picture, like real quick.
That's why I feel like they intentionally didn't. Like it wasn't on the screen that long, was it?
No, it was like a glance, really.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't like, hey, here's the main focus, the full screen. It's like, here's my hand covering.
I need Kevin's pausing.
You need to take a screenshot.
His pausing ability.
Yeah, because I couldn't do it, dude. I kept missing it because I felt like that painting.
I'm sure someone's already done it too.
Gonna be more.
Screenshot it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, next season they could talk about the painting, the counselor. All of it could be linked. You'd be like, yeah, they're finally tying everything together, or not.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
We'll find out, I guess.
Because it's
maybe
like
they didn't.
Their plan that they totally have ready to go. They've had ready to go, right? Yes.
Excuse my fairy.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
That's Yoko's fairy leaving the island. Now she's trapped on the island.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's true.
Cool.
For the next
That's what
hour,
I was thinking too. Yeah. I'm like, oh man, Yoko's trapped on a deserted island. She's the only house there. And you can never buy a grandfather clock now either.
No, definitely not.
No, at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
My grandparents have one, and I'm never gonna look at it the same again. I'll make sure I'm there on the hour. What's up, Fapster?
Oh.
There's a multi-headed dragon in D&D lore called, I don't know how to say that, Tiamat? I think it's Tiamat.
That's how I would have said it.
Okay, cool, thanks. I didn't mess up a name.
Well, we could both be wrong.
See, I thought I did see one before, like, because I've had friends who played and everything, but so that's my predictions for the next one.
The only 3-headed dragon I know is Ghidorah, but cool. Tiamat works.
Yeah, well, no, because you know how they play on their pieces. I thought I've seen a 3-headed piece, like Fabster has said. So I'll definitely have to look that
Well,
up.
the
I just haven't had the
three-headed
chance.
demon is like there's like oh my god, what is he called? He protects the doors of hell too, though. Like
Cerberus?
Yeah.
The dog? Yeah.
The dog, right? Yeah.
I feel like that beast is, it's a thing.
Yeah. It's like a universal thing, I guess.
And then, well, that's how he explained too. He's not in hell. He's not in anything. He found a whole nother universe that had like the mind flare running it. And then he controlled the mind flare. And then Max's brother was in it. And we know that Will is connected with it. Like Dario was saying, the hairs in the back of the neck. Well, they were setting that up forever too, right? When he was spitting out stuff in the old seasons.
I mean, like he's like the most vulnerable, really. Will,
I feel like it's still in him though. That's what I mean.
Yeah. To be fair, like he lived in the Upside Down for how long?
I thought he was going to turn on them. I do. I feel like that's coming.
Still could.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to turn. I really do. And then he's going to be the one to kill Steve. Like, get out of here.
Why you gotta keep killing Steve? Leave Steve alone, Ernie.
I'm just kidding. I'm glad that Steve made it. But man, when he was getting choked, I was like, "Oh God, they're all dying."
Okay, I know.
Oh,
for a second, I was like, "Oh my God, it's everybody dying."
Right? Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I legit.
That would have been a twist. That would have been a twist.
That would have been. All the children, I guess, all the kids went.
Yes.
Like, uh-oh.
It would have been all of them except for the pizza group. I feel like, right?
Yeah,
they were all in trouble, all of them.
I was like, man, I felt bad because I was like, my man's neck hasn't even healed yet.
I know, right?
Yeah,
he's still got the previous wounds there.
Yeah.
He'll never wear a chain.
Yeah,
traumatized.
He'll have to wear a tank top the whole time. Not tank
all
top,
the time.
Turtleneck.
He's gonna be Adam V-neck.
They did a really good job of building the tension there, though. I think when it's like they were all in trouble.
Yeah,
I was stressed.
I feel you, Nick. Nick says they were getting choked forever. I do, but you know how I always play is it's happening during the scene. Like I know we kept cutting back, but it still was a long time. But again, 80s. But then again, I'm with Yoko. I thought huge twist. Everybody's dying. Season 5 better have to do a time travel, and 11 has to go back and save everybody.
Yeah, no. So I got really nervous there for a second. I told Chamba this before, like when she was watching Max, and she was like, "Nope, this isn't going to happen." I was like, "Oh my God, is she going to turn time back?" Because that would have been a jump the shark moment for me. I think if she turned time back.
No, another 80s thing. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
They've alluded to it now as rumors. I mean, they were seeing Back to the Future. That whole episode starts off talking with Elle talking about time. So I thought it was coming. Yeah.
Hopefully the time travel aspect is mainly just, hey, here's a flashback. You're remembering it clearly now, which is obviously what happened really with Elle. She remembered her past, I guess.
Correct.
So.
In the machine, what was the machine called? Nina? That was that episode, right? That was crazy. When she lifted it just to show that she had her powers back, I was like, yes. That was crazy. Papa, were you sad that Papa died? I wasn't.
No.
Yeah, I was like, oh, cool. Yeah.
What got me was my man got shot 3 times. One bullet went from the back right through the front. And he was still like 10 minutes later, like, Elle, guess what?
Yeah, it's like
in the oven. Can you please take it out? It was like a Pineapple Express.
The longest. It's like dragged out. It's long.
He's like, oh, he's dead. He's like, no, I'm not.
It was. You say Pineapple Express, and all I thought of was Austin Powers. I'm very badly burned. Can someone help me? Yeah, that's.
We don't know what happened to Owens? Is that his name? The other guy.
The army guy? Yeah. Oh, the other doctor.
Yeah. The nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know what happened.
They're basically they're walking back from the desert because the helicopter blew up all their cars.
Yeah.
We are in the 80s, unless there's a house phone in that
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere to go. They're walking it out.
Can I borrow your phone?
2 seasons to get back,
and a glass of water.
Yeah.
How about when Hopper and them? Oh, we haven't even talked about Hopper in Russia, all on their sign. That was cool.
We don't know what happened to Murray or Enzo either.
No, Murray was a crack up in this one. His whole learning karate.
Yeah,
very 80s. Great.
Yes,
very 80s.
That was great. Him believing in himself that he could do it, and then acting like the Russian. He got to use the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Oh,
that part was awesome.
So cool.
Did you see? Okay, two things. Where the hell that sword came from, bro?
Conan.
Oh, yes.
No, but like,
Yoko's
where did it come from? Like,
Yeah, because it's all of a sudden like I'm like, did someone throw it there? Because it was
the
just
earlier episodes. Yeah, they had to fight the Demogorgon. If you remember,
so they
this is all
never
played out at
cleaned
the
that
same
whole
time.
area out.
No,
All right.
no, we're still running on the same from the other episode where he escaped. Remember, he
in my head
escaped.
there's like a disconnect in my head because I'm like, when they escaped, you know,
yeah, I don't
maybe
remember
they
a
would have
sword.
tidied that up. Yeah, that sword was just convenently there.
It's like they got burned, and all of a sudden it's right there.
Yeah,
because the other guys have been fighting them too, like because they got out, right? So like I feel like they have their weapons closet or whatever.
I guess
that's what it was. No, the alarm went off, and they all went to go get their weapon.
Actually, yeah. Well, not just that, also like
armory. I guess is the word I'm looking for.
You go.
Yeah,
yeah, because when they escaped as well, obviously the Demogorgons kind of just went crazy, and everyone had to defend themselves. So maybe just there's been weapons spread about.
So when he yielded this was just confirmed. It's the Sword of Atlantis from Conan. The exact same sword. It's just like charred
that was pretty
or
cool.
painted
the
black.
actual sword, right? Like that was the prop. That's kind of cool.
Prop,
I mean, I'm not saying I understand why they did that, but unless it's just like a fun, just a little Easter egg.
My thing too, that the one that geeked me out a little bit, maybe I put too much into it, but the way they were dressed up, like that army style, I looked at the year because they were in 85, and then I went back and Googled when Red Dawn came out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was 82 or 83. And I was like, yo, they dressed just like that. My wife's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, forget it. Like,
no, they were, because and then what's her name in her attack? She had the beret on and everything. And I was like, oh, Red Dawn. That's awesome. But the rushes were, I felt like that. Red Dawn's an old one. They fought.
It's the one with Thor, where he remade it with the kid from Drake and Josh.
No, I know what it is. I haven't seen it.
And I'm talking about the original, not the remake.
No, I know. I said that they remade it.
Oh, yeah. So when Hopper escaped and got out, that Russian dude, he was funny, but I liked when Murray played the Russian guy even more. Yeah. Was he? Oh yeah, Yuri, right?
Yeah.
I love that one too, because that was a time of the 80s of, USA against Russia. And that's how he felt. And when he was like, oh, this is about, good versus evil, basically. Like you saw it. That was cool. He was hilarious.
I thought we'd lose all the side characters,
Yeah, that's true, right? So did you think Murray was gonna
I thought we'd lose Murray and Enzo and Yuri. Wait, did I just say the same? Murray,
Yuri, and Enzo.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah.
I thought we'd lose them all.
It's like we get more and more every season.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then we got Pizza do this one too. She was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I was worried about him too. I was like, I thought it would have been a little much if they cut all this.
Like there's so many extras, but it doesn't like mess it up.
Yeah, it doesn't. It
like
doesn't overcrowd it.
They balance it out really well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like they make it fit so nicely, because sometimes you see too many and it's like, all right, like we don't need all these people.
I think it's because they split the teams as well, though. That really helped it out.
Yeah.
Because they split it out, they needed more people to bounce off of, and then all those additional characters are there to bounce off of, and they included stuff too.
I love how Peter Dude's eyes were red.
Yeah, he was great
all the time, and just how he talked. I love how he just entered the other one, right, in Nevada.
Yeah,
and all he did is nice shirt, bro. Like the whole that was him, but
it's pretty much just a version of him. Just exactly.
Yeah,
Domino's was over.
And he was just so accepting of everything that was happening, and of Eleven's abilities and everything. Like didn't question it.
Kind of needed that guy.
This freak back here, she's gonna save the world. That was great. Oh, And I don't know why. So he sets up the freezer, right? And then I saw him with the dough. I'm like, yo, what is he doing?
Oh,
Is he setting something up? Is he making bombs? Is he what? No, he's freaking making a
He's
freaking
making pizza
the whole time for everybody.
Well, you know, they emptied the fridge. He needs to use some of it, right?
Yeah. That was so hilarious, right?
That was so Frozen though when he threw it in there. It just went like bang.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I loved his character. He was hilarious. I love that he didn't die. That was funny. And then
how do you guys feel about pineapple on pizza?
Oh yeah, I'm all for it.
Nope.
That's one of my favorites.
I'd rather not,
Hawaiian
but it's
pizza.
It's there. I mean, if it's there, yeah. But I'd rather not.
I was
like
super
pineapple
against it in
pizza.
theory. Yeah. But then I finally tried it and I was like, oh, maybe it's okay.
I think too much pineapple can ruin it though. It's got to be.
Did you try the Hawaiian style? Which to me is, I know Hawaiian style is Canadian bacon and pineapple.
Yeah. That
because I've seen people do pepperoni and pineapple, and then that made me go, "What are you doing?"
No.
Yeah, but I have had that before too, and that was still good. So I can't say nothing.
No, not my first choice. I would eat it.
Belong on pizza. Fruit does not belong. On pizza.
We've hit a nerve with
Are you gonna judge me if I put apples and orange slices on a pie? Yes, you will.
I love it. I don't even care. That is my favorite.
Do you like it because it's pizza, though, Ernie? Because I mean,
I love the taste of it.
Okay, but so that would be your go-to then.
Oh, it is. I order me one every single time. Yeah,
fair enough.
I get a Hawaiian and then like pepperoni and like that. That's my go-to. Yeah, that or Supreme. That's my favorite. But oh yeah, that's mine. Hulk AF says season 5 L has to travel back somehow to save Will from the Upside Down or kill him because it's the only way to totally destroy Vecna and his connection to this world. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about killing. Like she has to kill Will, or she has to kill Henry.
No, she can't kill Will.
Yeah.
That would be a lot. That'd be a lot. I don't know.
Even if they're 30 by the time season.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. See, my honey knows. That is my go-to. That's
yeah, but she also says it's a no for her.
Yeah.
It is. But see, then I know that I got a pizza. Yeah.
Oh, see, that's why you like it, because it's like, I know this one's mine.
You don't have to share it.
No one else is going to eat this. I see how it works.
That's what it is.
It depends on which one of the
kids. But because she doesn't like it, he's like, you know what, this is delicious.
Yeah. I'm going to build my tolerance for pineapple because no one likes it. It's just for me.
I love it. That is my go-to.
I mean, that's brilliant.
Yeah. All right, what were we saying?
Look for this scene for this the picture where he drew his little thing. I can't find it.
I'm telling you, because it's too quick.
But
it is. It was real quick, and then he puts his finger over it.
But yeah, I don't want Elle to fight Will.
No, I don't think I want that either.
No, I can't.
Billy,
that's a no for me.
Billy's gone, right? He's because I can't remember. Is he like completely dead? They got rid of him in the Upside Down, right?
Yeah, she was seeing flashbacks of him.
Yeah,
he kept using her
thoughts. No, I mean like not in the physical, in the Upside Down. Remember, he ended up turning into that monster.
That wasn't him, was it?
He got like blown up, right?
Yeah.
Like when the Mind Flayer took him over.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, because when she goes into that her zone out stage or whatever you want to call it, and she's looking for her. Basically, she's seeing if her mind's still working, because this guy was telling her like that there's nothing there. They don't think she'll ever wake up. So she goes and she's trying to look for her mind, and there's nobody there.
Yeah,
it's completely empty.
So it's like, is she like gone, or did someone come and take her?
Yeah, that's I don't know.
Yeah,
because that's definitely a possibility. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because Vecna told her right before, he's like, "Oh, you think you and your friends won?" He's like, it's just beginning.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, and she's gone.
Yeah,
like, where
that's
did she
true.
go? If she was dead, okay, maybe, but you still hear the heartbeat. So
Yeah.
right,
She's still alive.
Yeah, they've specifically said she's alive, but
Yeah.
brain dead. But
Yes.
you know, but they're keeping her around for a reason. So you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why would you bring her back?
Yeah.
My wife thought that she was gonna give up her powers to bring her back. And I was like, you can't have another
Mm.
season without her. I'm like,
Yeah.
No, I think she's full back on with her powers and back. I love how they didn't show that she brought her back and just kind of cut away. And she was like, no, she's not dying. You know what I mean? Like,
They'll
okay,
show
cool.
it. I'm sure they'll show it eventually. Like, it's like, this is. They'll show it next season. It's like, what? How she brought it back, if anything.
That was cool. How about, speaking of like on that whole scene and everything? I did love the Mike what is that? Professing? No.
What?
Saying his love for 11. What is that word?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, damn, now I
See?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I like when the professor came and he saves Gilligan.
Yes.
No. When,
I like when Mike
it?
professed his emotions.
His love?
Yeah.
His whatever it was?
Yeah.
Because he started shut up, Yoko. Look at it. She's all
He told her.
Now it's gonna go in her notes. Next show we do.
He reprofessed his love for her.
Reprofessed? So he did it prior to?
You shut up. Yoko says I say re on everything. If I don't know the word, I'm just throwing a re in front of it. I say re on everything.
If it works, it works, right? And people understand what you're trying to say.
No, but Yoko knows, and she'll call me out on it. She has so many notes on the ones that I say wrong. She's
writing every note. I think that's smart, though. It's the only way to learn, right? It's like, all right, this is where.
So he did. He re-professed his love for her, and he called it out. Whatever it was. So I love it because I like how they went from the beginning. How he said, "When I saw you in that oversized yellow shirt, like I knew I loved you." That was cute. That was, man. That
Seeing
gave her
those
the
flashbacks,
strength.
I was like, man, they were small.
Yes.
They were tiny.
They were.
Yeah.
They were.
Well, how Dustin had no freaking teeth.
Yeah.
But he has a thing.
Teeth were
in real
gone.
life.
Oh, he does?
It kind of looks the same.
Yeah. In real life, he has a thing where his front teeth look like baby teeth.
Oh, okay. But still, they showed it for him being little and now being older. I know he does look the same, but you know when he's
no, I'm saying he's the one that looks the most the same compared to the rest.
Yeah.
Others like
shut
up. Yeah.
And then I love Dustin as a character. I love everything he did.
Yeah.
I love when in their moment of turmoil, everybody's like stressed, and then him and Eddie started playing around, just like wrestling around with each other.
They were still them, you know?
Yes.
All the way.
How do they get back into the trailer, right? Because he cut the bed sheets.
He jumped on the chair.
No,
he said
that was from the real world back into the upside down, and that's how he messed up his leg.
He's saying
how to get back to the real world.
Yeah.
They didn't show that, right? Everybody was.
Everyone assumed they just got back. It's 80s.
Yeah, that's right.
They figured it out.
They figured it out.
Piggyback. That was the name of the episode. That's what it means.
Yeah, they piggyback it out.
Everybody.
My wife goes, when they plug all the amps in the guitar, she's like, how do they have electricity over there?
Yeah. And where do they get them all from?
It's still, you know, Earth.
No, I said, I'm like, it's still the real world, technically. It's just another way, maybe.
Upside down, right.
Yeah.
And that scene, dude, was the most metal scene I've ever seen ever. It was so it was so great. I'm like, yes. Like, it was just amping me up so hard, knowing that something was coming. And then to hear the beginning of Master of Puppets, I was like, yes. And I don't even listen to metal. I don't listen to rock like that, but I know what it is, again, because of my cousin, because of friends and like that. So I was still even that hyped for it. Okay, there we go. See, that's all you get.
Oh,
yeah, it's blocking. Look at that.
Hold on, I'm gonna put you up, Dario.
You get the dragons, and you get
the three-headed dragon.
Yeah. And then the scene cuts off, and then it goes into the individuals with all of them, all four of them, and that's Mike at the heart.
Yeah, and I think that's Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
they
the
say
X.
who's who. He tells them like, oh, that's this is this.
And then I can't see.
Yeah,
But
move
see,
your
I
arm.
Oh.
That's I'm pointing to the screen like you can see it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good shot, though. Thanks.
I'm like this.
Yeah.
Happens a lot.
So L's not in the painting, right?
No, it's just them four.
It's just the yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's gonna go back to them, right?
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
for the
it's-
end.
Or just her with
Maybe L is not going to be in that final fight. Maybe the heart represents L and she's gone, and they're fighting basically.
Oh, is
for
that
her.
right before? Oh, is that her right there?
No,
that's
it's again. I'm pointing to the screen like a dumbass. Will, no, Mike.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Lucas?
Lucas. And then
Is that Will down there by the thumb?
Will's
Yeah,
down
yeah.
there, yeah.
yeah.
What's that game? Golden Axe? I know it's D&D, but still looks like Golden Axe, right? The way that he's drawn with the thing on his head and the helmet and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
They've
about.
got that in D&D, right?
Yeah. Let's see. What else did Nick say? The most unrealistic thing was Nancy shooting a shotgun. But she owned it, though, man.
She cut that. Talk about.
She sawed it off
Yeah.
herself.
Why was that unrealistic?
I think because of the way that she was doing it so quick, isn't it? Shouldn't it be a big kickback?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw it as no kickback when you're firing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, yo, that's gonna mush her right in the
I
face,
see.
gonna
I
knock
don't
her
know.
out first
She
time.
Yeah,
was-
she doesn't look like she weighs a lot, so it probably
Oh.
would throw her a bit.
It was like a what's her name? Terminator.
Sarah
What's her
Connor?
name from? Huh?
Sarah Connor?
Yeah, right. That's what I saw it as.
Oh.
Wasn't it when she was
Maybe.
shooting the one?
That is 90s at that point. Terminator 2, anyways.
I thought she used the sawed off in Terminator 1
Did she?
against it. She
Oh, I
grabbed
don't
it
know.
when he was being hurt. I thought
Possibly.
I thought so. Nick would know that. Did she? Yeah, see, look at he said she would have flown across the room.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
because she
fair.
weighs like 80
That's why,
pounds.
you know.
soaking wet.
Yeah. Well, maybe in the Upside Down she weighs more.
You know what though? Also, she has guns at her house already.
Yeah.
So if she knows how to handle it, I just remember that. Remember, she's like, "We can go to my house. I have guns."
Mhm.
So like,
Dude.
she's been preparing.
The shotgun was $120. They left out there with like 6 paper bags full of stuff.
Yeah.
Where did they get this money from?
I wondered that too.
Yeah.
Well, the only ones I know that we see working is Steve and Robin. So
Right.
maybe they
Yeah.
bought it all.
They had at least $500 worth of stuff, bro.
Mhm.
Where they got
That's
this
a
money
lot of
from?
things.
Yeah.
There was a lot
Yeah.
of things there.
Ooh, that
Come
was
on,
like
round
the
up
tension in
around.
that scene too, though. Like when they're in the store.
Oh, yeah.
with
And
the
she sees
bullies.
him.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
that dude's eyes.
And then he
all,
grabs
like,
the gun. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that was not cool.
my wife's like, why he look like that? I'm like, he probably hasn't slept in
Mhm.
days trying to get revenge.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's true. Speaking of revenge, of how he went out. I mean, everybody at the end was still blaming Eddie, which sucks.
Yeah.
I love that he was the hero.
Yeah.
Justin crying out no, and Eddie, oh God, I don't want to start crying again. But that was
Oh, the
just
pick, he
so.
gives him the pick on the
Mhm.
little,
Yeah.
chain thingy. He
That
gives
That
the,
was-
talking to Eddie's uncle was
That
Yeah,
uncle
that was
scene.
emotional
I
too,
thought it
yeah.
was okay. I thought it was okay. Like, all right, it's
You had
over.
recovered.
Yeah, and then he says,
And then
I
that
was,
scene happened, you're like, oh no.
right when he says, I was with him in the earthquake. I was like, oh God, immediately lump in the throat. I was like,
Mhm.
here it goes. I mean, I was so loud. Corinne was asleep, but I know that I was waking her, because she was like tossing and turning, because I was like all trying to be quiet crying, and it was that like that.
Corinne
Like,
is too.
dude, I was just all. Oh, I asked her. I said, "Did you wake me because I was bawling my? Did I wake you because I was bawling my eyes out?" She's like, "No." And
Oh.
I'm like, "Oh, wait till you see." When he said that, when he was like, "I was with him," I was like, "Oh, here it comes." And just the way he described him as a hero, because everybody, right? We turn on to the news still calling him the killer. That was so messed up.
You saw the one, the missing poster. They had drew like the little horns and the mustache.
He's a devil type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
I want a Hellfire Club shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I want that shirt, and on the back of it, I want it to say "Keep running."
Oh,
because I genuinely want to be the hero. But
my wife and my oldest went to the Stranger Things experience here that they have in the city, and they were selling his vest and with the thing in the back, the patches and everything for $100. I was like, oh, so close.
Yeah,
to get it. Yeah.
And then,
but it's coming to LA, I think, soon. So
nice.
Thank you, anonymous dude. I appreciate that. Real men cry, Ernie boss. It's true because I was
not a real man.
Are we still going with that's a bot? Damn it, Yoko. So it doesn't count. Crap. No, I was bawling my eyes out, and that was very touching. I was glad the uncle had some closure because I thought that was nice too. The uncle was so sticking up for him, right? Like
he knows him. It's like, yeah, I know him.
I don't care. Yeah, he was the sweetest guy. Dude, when he told him this is my year, I'm graduating, say it. You're gonna watch them, and the whole I didn't run. I was like, oh, but you should have. God.
Yeah. Should you have?
I don't know how I didn't get spoiled to anything until yesterday morning when I watched it at night. I was the whole weekend. I didn't do anything. I would see images of him playing the guitar and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But it was this one caption I saw on Facebook on one of the groups, and it said, "Oh, he didn't run away." And I was like, "Ah, crap."
Oh, you just watched it last night.
Yeah,
that's real fresh. Nice.
Oh yes, real awesome Canadian. I love you, anonymous dude 123. He's the best.
That's what a bot would say. You don't question him. It's like Canadian. Okay.
No, anonymous dude is the best. He supports everybody. He shows up everywhere. He shows nothing but love. I appreciate that you're here. Real men do cry. These guys don't know, but yes, bawling my eyes out. I was so sad. I can't even I don't want to bring up those scenes because of that. It was just so emotional. God. And then I've seen it so many times. I kept getting choked up. And of course I'm looking for everybody crying. Nobody else is crying. And I was like, all right. That's all right.
I saw something earlier that said that since he died in the Upside Down, is there a chance of him coming back somehow? And they put up some character from Dungeons and Dragons where he looks like a knight, and it was
I saw that theory going around that then that character in D&D dies in next to Vecna. Vecna takes over him. He becomes his right-hand man, but then he comes back and remembers who he is and ends up killing Vecna. So
pretty cool.
There's a chance. I'm as much as D&D.
That's why I asked about Billy, because I thought somehow maybe Billy would come back and try to save Max or something like that. You know what I mean?
She knows what they are. She just doesn't express them. Okay.
Tears come out when she's too busy laughing at you. That's
true. That is true. Oh my gosh, I cry way more from laughing. I cry from laughing at Ernie all the time.
Yeah.
Weekly basis.
Thanks. Glad I could help you. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Dario.
Yeah, if he came back, that would be cool. But I want it to be in the story already as they've been, not because he was so loved by everybody.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to have that much connection to him. He just showed up.
Does that not cheapen it if they bring him back?
Well, it can for sure.
But that's what I'm saying. If they can show us, look, he's been in the script the whole time. It wasn't for fan service.
Yeah.
I really don't feel as we say, we go back and they've had this all planned out. We've seen it all in our faces. Then okay, it's okay, somebody's finally picking up the clues by season 5, right? I mean, because every season, them playing D&D explains a whole episode, and we're still like, oh my god. I mean, but it's true. They threw it out there, but yet we're still so freaking shocked. Oh, I didn't know until I watched the 5th time. They said it at the beginning of the episode. again, they showed us all what's going to happen in the real world with the flashbacks.
Oh, did you see that? And Eddie has a tattoo of bats on his arm. Did you see that?
No,
like across his forearm.
Yeah.
Come on, you see?
I didn't know that.
Confirmed.
Yeah, I just saw that today, Ernie. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have to, if you find it again, send it to me, because no, I
Okay.
didn't see
Yeah.
that part. I didn't catch that. But again,
It's in that. It's in that lunch. It's in the cafeteria scene. You know, when he's doing his little hammy bit.
Speech?
That you see it on his arm. Yeah.
Okay.
The way I see things is just like all like TV shows and things at the end. The last episode, everybody comes back to try to stop like the villain, you know? Somehow, some
even if it's for like a last hurrah type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I always see that, and it's like, all right, like he's got to come back somehow. Somebody.
It wouldn't feel cheap to me though.
That's why I kept thinking like, oh, Billy's gonna show up somehow.
And
I like how they brought him back. I like how they brought Barb back. Actually, because I feel like wasn't there some criticism about how like it seemed like Nancy completely forgot about Barb and like they just like never revisited, you know, that her best friend got killed like that.
Yeah, she was too busy hanging out with Steve.
Yeah, but that's I thought it was kind of a nice way to bring that back full circle. I think, you know.
Oh, it was her on the tree, right? That was her. That's how they brought her back.
No,
when Nancy got taken by Vecna at the end of episode 7. Right?
Yes.
Did episode 8 open with that? I think episode 8 opened with that, right? With her back in the upside down.
I think you're right, because
was either the end of 7 or the start of 8. I can't remember.
When she was trapped, right? And we're like, oh my God, what's going to happen to Nancy? That's what we're all waiting on.
Right? In the pool. And the pool was filling up with blood. Yeah. But that's where Barb was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I believe it was chapter 8 was the beginning.
Yeah.
I believe so. I think it was the Papa episode. Yeah, I think you're right. The character from D&D is a vampire. What? Okay, so Eddie's back confirmed. That's cool. All right, we got bats on his arm. He was bit by bats. There we go.
Ooh, or Steve.
Right. Because Steve was bitten. We didn't see anything happen.
Yeah, dude, he was bitten. Like he was damaged bad.
Because we had to jump
getting through this whole thing.
Yeah,
we had to jump. What, like 2 days later? Right? That's what it said.
Yeah, 2 days. 2 days.
Yeah.
And they were helping at the thing. He had to fold clothes.
Yeah.
And then he got to see Robin fall in love.
So I got a question because I can't really remember when at the end of I forgot what season was it. It was last season, right? When Hopper goes and ends up in Russia.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. He goes through that one portal looking thing, right? That was in underground. Where the hell was it? I can't even remember.
Under the mall. Yeah.
Under the mall. Yes, under the mall, right? He goes in through there and ends up in Russia.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't that mean there's a portal in Russia?
Yeah, because they were trying to open it at the same time, I think, right?
Correct.
I think that's what they said.
That's what the sand was, right?
Oh, the thing that was
part of the mind flare or whatever.
Yeah.
So my question is, how? I don't even know what the question is. I'm like,
how was Russia doing it?
No, it's because I'm so confused with that. Like, if there was a portal and it ends up in Russia where he ended up at, why are they just focusing on that one thing and not end up somewhere over there too? You know, like, oh, if he wanted to take everything over, why not go through that portal?
Why?
Too?
Yeah.
Okay, so
why is it just town? Is that what you're asking? Really?
Here was my thing with Russia. No, I kind of think I know where you're going because I kind of felt the same way too. My thing with Russia was why Russia, but besides the whole 80s part of it.
There's got to be more to it though. Right?
Correct. Well, because they had a Demogorgon, and then we see they actually had demo dogs.
Didn't the Demogorgon go through the portal with Hopper? No? That's what I thought.
I thought they had one before already.
I thought they had one prior to that.
Oh,
correct. So
if they opened a gate there already.
Yeah.
Which I still don't know how.
Well, when what's her face sees and she has the flashback of
That's what I was gonna say.
It was just a baby one eating him up.
11?
No. When Winona Ryder, when she was seeing the Demogorgon, she had the flashback of when it was eating up her man. Remember when he saved her and pushed her out the way?
Okay.
And it was just a baby one, and she was like, and now he's like a grown one. So is that the same one? That's what it's like. What's throwing me off is the whole portal in Russia thing. That's what's throwing me off.
Yeah.
Unless they like closed and we don't know nothing and we didn't find out or I missed it.
Well, going to prior seasons, Papa was having 11 listen to Russian people. Remember when they were showing her powers that she could hear them speaking and talking their plans?
Okay.
When she would go in the dark area, when she would be submerged, and Papa was trying to teach her to do stuff, she would hear them speaking in Russia. So I don't know what the tie-in is. Are some of the doctors Russian, and then they went back and started it on their side?
That was another thing too. Like with the whole like he didn't want her to leave. So like, was there like something else, like maybe him wanting her like as a weapon to do something, and he's like, oh, I don't care what's going on, I want you for myself. You know, that's why he didn't want to let her leave. To go to Papa was like, oh, you know, your friends are in trouble. All this. She's like, I'm leaving, and then the dude from what's his name? I forget. I don't know his name.
Paul Reiser.
Yeah, Paul Reiser. He Owens.
Yes.
He's like, oh no, you said this was just to get her stuff back. I'm gonna take her, and then you know he was like, nah, you're not. And then she ends up with the no barking collar that she had around her neck. He's like, oh, I don't care what happens. I need you for something else. Like I want to know what that something else was. Like, what was the bigger plan for him? You know, like what was his end goal?
Well, was it not really just to defeat Vecna though? Like he knew that she was ready.
The way it sounded to me, at least, was he wanted her to go get him, but he was like, oh, bring him back.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
like he didn't want her to go kill him. He wanted her to go get him back.
So there's a theory I read. Have you heard this theory that Vecna is her dad?
Her real dad?
Yeah.
Which they've never shown, right?
Because the math would have him be like 20. I think I read that he would have been like 24 when she was born.
Oh crap!
Is that why?
That's why she.
That could be why she's
so strong.
That could be why he never killed her. That could be why.
Yeah.
But how would that
her to watch
children?
Yeah.
So he knew that none of the other children were strong enough to beat him, to beat Vecna. So he mated him, Vecna.
Cool.
Henry.
He used the seeds
to create something that could be more. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh man. Yeah. Like I said, bro, I was so gone with everything.
Yeah.
But like watching it,
you think of everything.
Mind. Yeah, it gets your mind running like, yo, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
And I really thought that this was the last season. So I was like, yo, I can't wait for this last episode. And then somebody was like, no, there's a fifth. I was like, no,
And then it immediately goes to Elle going out into that half-dead field, and it goes, and you're like, son of a...
Yo, dude. When I saw those ashes coming, I was like, oh, man, they merging.
Yeah.
It just looked crazy.
Yeah.
But now, too, I don't think we're going to see, like, everybody hating, what's his name? Yo, I can't know nobody's name. Eddie, right?
Yeah.
Guitar dude?
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah. They can't blame him now because they're gonna see everything that's going on. So everybody's gonna know.
Still, I mean, the jock guy.
They have him up as missing.
Yeah, that's true. He's missing. But then
but I'm saying that even the news reported saying that it was him and the Hellfire Club, that it was a cult. The news reporter was saying it right before all that scene happened.
Yeah,
they said it was Eddie and that he was part of the cult, the Hellfire Club, and all this stuff. And also that general dude that went to go look for 11. That was like, you know,
The one that thought it was 11 doing it.
Yeah, he was like, you know, Paul Reiser was like, look, get her back. If it keeps happening, you're gonna know it's not her.
Yeah.
But if it's not her, trust me when I tell you, you're gonna need her. And he's like, nah, get rid of her, right? So now he's gonna see, like, oh shit, it's not her.
Yeah.
If he gets back in time from walking from the desert.
Huh? We don't know what happened to him either. We the last we saw of him and Owens were them talking that scene, I think, right? Or did we see him?
Because it was
he ends up coming out from the door.
Oh, that's right. He
sees them driving off.
He sees the aftermath.
He sees the pizza truck driving off, and I said, "Why can't you? You know, you just." I remember the number.
Yep.
Hey, I
mean, you're military. You can call your dudes, right?
I want to place an order. I need this guy to come back.
Do you know that you can call that number on the truck? And it's a recording of him?
I did.
Yeah, I did too. It's hilarious.
It's him picking up and talking about the pizza thing. It's
and
it sounds all
and putting you on and putting you on hold.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hold on, dude? All right, hold on.
Yeah,
does anybody like the pizza? Yeah, it was great.
I love that they did that.
Egg. Yeah,
I love that they did that because I can't remember what it was, but there used to be a show or a movie back then, a few years back, and they did something similar like that. Like if you go and you call the number or something, or you go on the website or something like that, like it shows up like if it was the movie, like part of the movie. So like things like that are cool.
Yeah, that was amazing. I love when they do that. Now we've putting in a real phone number or showing a number on screen that you can call on something like that, or a paper. It was always hidden, right? Like this one was on the van, which was way cool. Now, like Disney has done in the last 2 Marvel things, they put the QR code up. And if you catch a QR code and you pause it, Moon Knight and Miss Marvel does it. Then if you scan it, Miss Marvel has them too. Then it will show you the comic that episode pertains to.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah. So we've evolved in that little Easter egg, and I think that's awesome too. That's cool. But to hear him talk, that was awesome.
I told I just bought my daughter a record player, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I bought him a record, and I told him like it skips a lot, and she's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because they get dusty. There's many reasons why it skips. The vinyl warps. It's dusty. The needle's messed up. It could be so many things, right?" And the way they were looking at it and messing with it, I'm like, "This isn't no iPod, or this isn't your phone. Like you have to."
You have to be gentle,
be delicate with it.
Yeah. And so then we're watching the episode, and when Lucas is fighting the jock, and he steps on the Walkman, I was like, dude, the amount of people, because Target sells Walkman, Discman, and regular just radios with headphones, right?
They sell Walkmans?
Yes. They sell Walkmans.
It's all coming back, dude.
Again. Really?
A Walkman, a Discman, and just a regular radio with the headphones on it at Target. Yeah. I was like, and when I went there, maybe 3-4 days ago, gone. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, the amount of people that are gonna go and buy these things is gonna be beyond crazy at this point, right? We're gonna see cassettes come back, and I'm gonna lose my effing mind when that does, because I'm gonna be like, I threw out all my stuff.
Yeah, I know.
With the times.
Same here.
I was like, yo, a vinyl is $30. I could see a cassette go for like at least 20 now. Yeah, but they're money. They're gonna come back.
Yeah.
I kept one of my cassette cases, so I have about 250. And then remember the giant suitcase?
Oh yeah,
cassette looking case that was double-sided. I still have one of those. My brother and I kept all our records. We didn't sell them, so I still have all of those. So that's really cool.
But vinyl's been gaining popularity again though. Like I think like they've been outselling CDs the last few years.
I don't even see. I was just gonna say that I don't even see CDs anymore.
Yeah,
you can't bargain vinyls anymore though.
Yeah.
The CDs are done, but thanks to Urban Outfitters, they brought back vinyl.
Yeah.
I've seen them at Target. I've seen exclusive.
Oh yeah, Target exclusives. Yeah.
I've seen colored labels at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some vinyl. I don't know who it is. One of these depressing young girls that sings like Billie English or whatever her name is.
Billie English, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Eilish.
I put the thing and I'm listening to it, and like I wake up and I'm like, the song knocked me out. It was like so boring.
But maybe that's what it's for you.
Okay, here we go. So going to the cassettes and the tapes, we got to see Eddie's, and like he yells, you see the Led Zeppelin tape. This is music.
Yeah,
he plays Metallica, Master of Puppets. Hers was Kate Bush. So Dario, what would be yours to wake you up out of the upside down, out of Vecna's hold? What would somebody have to throw on to you?
My go-to is 80s music, right? Always.
Oh, no, any music.
Oh, anything?
Go ahead. Anything that you know would pull you out. And I want this for the chat as well, too.
Chat.
What song do we have to play for you to pull you out?
I want to say maybe, damn, what song is this? Souls of Mischief, that 93 Until Infinity. I love that song so damn much. No matter how many times it comes on, I'll listen to the whole thing.
I like that. You had it right. Yeah, right away. Yeah. I say mine would be anything from the very first Cypress Hill album. I know that whole album.
Is that what you said last time?
Yeah,
you want to spoil what we said on that episode?
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil my answers.
That's a while back. And then like to get me singing to anything, Rick James, Fire and Desire. Because I sing that song at the top of my lungs whenever I hear it. I don't care what is going on. I have to sing that.
I thought you were wanting the 80s music. I was going to say Madonna, Into the Groove.
That's a really good one. Yeah. That's
no. You don't want to get shut down.
Copyright strike, maybe.
Chamba, what's your go-to?
I had the two. I had the two to pick from was ELO, Mr. Blue Sky, or Beach Boys, God Only Knows.
I like that. Okay, and Yoko doesn't want to.
I'm going to stick with the second answer I gave from the episode.
Okay.
All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Again, man, Vecna would go crazy.
Yeah. For lots of reasons.
Yeah.
That's the right answer.
It is a good one. That is a good one.
Okay, let's see. I want to see everybody's answer. And I just keep messing up Nick with my answers. Dude, Cypress Hill, come on, Rick James. 80s music? I couldn't pick an 80s song. I could not pick an 80s song. I don't know. Yeah, Madonna. You know what? It might have to be Lisa. I Wonder If I Take You Home.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Woo! That's a good one.
What was
I love that one. Let's see. Okay, so Marcus, he kicked it off right here. Slow Song by the Knox. That's Marcus E's. Oh, what's up, Mooch? Beastie Boys. If Now, White Zombie. Any Beastie Boys from the 80s, Mooch? Or, I mean, what specific song? Are we talking? Because Beastie Boys, for me to pull me out then, would probably have to be Paul Revere. Yeah, and Vecna would just throw me out because I'd sing that whole song. He'd be like, dude, just get out of here. I don't need you.
The Beastie Boys doc is so, oh man, it's so ill.
Does it have a license to get ill?
It's so dope. Intergalactic Planetary is my jam.
From Beastie? All right. Anonymous dude says Linkin Park, Points of Authority, the original. All right. Madonna is a jam. Jurassic Jesse says Lamb of God, Ashes of the Wake. Lucky Boner says Ernie at a funeral and he's just screaming the sound in the back row. I have done that before, but it was with love. It was my cousin's favorite song, and he wanted we played nothing but his favorite music as his funeral. And so yeah, everybody was singing along, and I loved it. It was a great moment. I would want the same thing to happen at mine. I'd want a party.
Seriously. For real.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want no fake speech. He was such a good guy. No. You a liar.
Yeah.
You're real.
Yeah.
And he wants Hawaiian pizza for everybody.
Oh my God, for everybody.
And
Yoko on the
with him.
Yoko on the stand.
Specifically, everyone has to eat it. That's the rule.
Here's a list of all the words that Ernie got wrong.
Yeah.
Cypress Hill playing in the background.
It's a scroll.
Yeah, he just pulls it out.
Yeah.
Number 1, and we have 2017 more to go. Ish618 says Great Balls of Fire by Jerry Lewis. Hulk AF is Hurricane by Bob Dylan. Do you guys know these songs that are coming up?
No, sir.
Black Sabbath, Paranoid, Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower. Oh, Moocher said Rhyming and Stealing. Yeah. All right. I love Beastie Boys too. Message in a Bottle by the Police. Nick says Misfits or Alkaline Trio. My honey says Rocksteady, No Doubt, or Winds It Up, Gwen Stefani. That's a good one. I love me some Gwen. That'd be there too. I might get too anonymous. No, Jesse, sorry. Jesse says, no love for Lamb of God, Ernie. I saw Cypress Hill last year. Super fun. I got a contact high at the end of the show. Yeah, that's the thing. I love Cypress Hill. Like, all of theirs was great. I mean, I love their way that they produce their music. They do it. If you don't know who Cypress Hill is, give them a chance and start with their first album. So, yeah, that's what I say. But
I mean, if they don't know Hits from the Bong or, you know.
Okay, so you guys probably know Cypress Hill, Insane in the Brain, and Rock Superstar. That's like their most commercial songs. But that's like their most commercial songs ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you go to their first album, I'm probably going to get, oh my God, why is this song named this? Well, because it was really old. So it's okay. It's named that. It's all right. But yeah, so those. Oh, I thought too, when they started playing the montage in there, and who did they play when they were in the RV? There was a song that kicked on, and I was like, oh, this is going to be another popular one. Oh, crap. What was it? Come on, Nick. You got to remember. They're in the RV, and then another classic song played, and I was like, oh, this one's going to come back strong too.
I thought it was the same song, but it sounded like a different mix, because my daughter was like, oh, I love this version of it. It was like what the hell was it? Isn't that the one
I can't remember. Now I'm gonna have to go back. But there was that. When
or you could Google it.
I think Steve was professing his love to Nancy and she didn't get it. Okay, do you guys, here's one. So Riley, the whole time we're watching, was like, I swear to God, Steve and Nancy better not get back together. I don't want them back together. Do you guys want Steve and Nancy back together or no? Because he basically professed his love for her. The whole 6 kids thing.
He definitely thought about cheating.
You think so?
I seen that in the eyes.
You saw it. You saw it. She was ready.
I seen it.
Well, if we empty this RV full of kids, maybe. Yeah, was it Journey? I think it was Journey. There we go. Okay, so Yoko, do you want to see Nancy and Steve get back together?
I don't know. I'm undecided because I like Jonathan too.
Nancy and Jonathan. Did you see how he picked up on though?
Huh?
Who's together in real life?
Nancy and Jonathan.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, since like season 1.
Whoa, I did not know that. Then yeah, I'd be like, no more scenes with Steve. Put a shirt on. And he was right. Put that shirt back on.
I don't know. I'm undecided. I'm glad she didn't cheat, but you know, who knows how it'll play out. Because there's the whole college thing, right? Is anybody going to college right now?
Yeah, right. How do you continue life after this?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. What was that? Didn't we know that answer? Didn't he say he hasn't received anything yet?
Oh, he didn't apply. Like he's not going. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't apply.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we saw something or heard something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could tell he was lying to her.
Oh yeah, for sure. Chamba, who do you want? Nancy with who?
I don't know. Like, I have no idea where the direction of the show is going to go after this. So anything's possible.
Neither of them.
Yeah. Yeah, just separate.
She's gonna dump. She's gonna dump them all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know,
no.
hey, Jonathan's over here. He's a pothead now.
Yeah,
He's taking them. He's pulling out them joints like it's nothing.
He was.
Again, where are they getting this money? These kids haven't even worked.
That was all Pizza Guy's money.
That was all Pizza Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
He's making it from that pizza.
Yeah.
They're trading pizzas for their weed. They have
At least Steve has his future like all planned and everything. This guy's like, hey man, I'm
Dario. Do you not care? I think if she breaks up the right way with Jonathan,
I'm with Jonathan.
I think if she breaks up the right way, Jonathan, and they both separate for their own good, like, okay, it was a nice ride, and then she gives Steve a chance, because I feel that Steve has redeemed himself, and that's probably he's going to die right when she says okay.
But you kind of see that at the end when they were talking and they're putting up that board.
Yeah.
You know, they're talking and she goes, oh, no, he kind of changed. And he was like, oh, yeah.
Innocent wants...
Me and Nancy, I have a chance.
Innocent says, me and Nancy, I have a chance. I like that. Yeah, that was... I don't know. We'll see what happens with them. Anything else we missed? Did we miss anything?
I'm sure.
Basically, yeah. But I mean, we covered most of it, right? It felt good to talk about it, to get it out there. Anything? Anybody want to touch on one last thing?
Else. Yeah.
I'm trying to look for that song.
The Journey one?
The one that you were talking about in the trailer.
Yeah. Nick said it's Journey Got No Love.
Nick don't know nothing.
Oh, Nick knows. I say so. I do. I think that was it. What else was there? I keep wanting to say something and I keep forgetting it, and then it comes back and then I keep forgetting it, and I can't remember again on what point.
You didn't make notes?
No, I didn't have time at all. I tried so hard.
Something that you guys mentioned that wasn't talked about yet at the start, or did you already talk about it that I just went over my head? You guys mentioned something like there's a point that, like, you had questions that wasn't brought up.
The counselor.
The counselor.
Oh, okay, the counselor thing. Okay.
What happened to the counselor? I thought there was more with the painting.
You wanted feet.
I did. I wanted a real good
feet.
painting of something crazy. Yeah. There wasn't enough feet
there wasn't
in it.
Any feet in the painting.
You know what? It's okay. So I'm not. Okay, fine. You said it. I'll say it. There was a whole bunch of feet in here. Why did nobody wear shoes? 11 always showed up barefoot.
Oh.
Steve was walking around barefoot, and there was somebody else barefoot. And I was like, nobody has shoes.
I did not notice.
You know what? What was cool? I don't know if you guys noticed it. Right before the fight happened, right? Vecna was grabbing Max. When Vecna was walking, you heard the water. When him stepping in the water, that's how you knew Elle was coming. Because in her version of the thing, she has to be in that water with the floor that has the water on it. You get it?
Yeah.
So you heard it because you didn't hear it, and then all of a sudden, when he's walking towards Max, you hear the footsteps in the water splashing, and I was like, "Oh shit! Oh snap! That's when she's gonna show up."
Yeah.
Like stuff like little things like that. I caught, and I was like, "Yo, that's so awesome!" Like I love that. But
when she did show up, that was so cool too. I like Max's reaction to, "Did I make you? Are you real?"
Then she said something like she piggybacked from the.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like what?
I'm in a pizza freezer. I'm piggyback right now. And she's like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah.
Fair question.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Nick? Separate world?
How how they're all connected into this one mission, and now each group knows nothing about what's going on with the other.
Yeah, it's wild.
All right, a message from the top bot. I like this. If question time for the panel. Why do you think Stranger Things has connected with the audience so effortlessly and been one of the top shows of our time?
Well, from the beginning, the number one thing that we all talked about from season 1 was nostalgia and everything that brought us back. All these things, I mean, I'm pretty sure we all, at one point or another, oh man, I remember that. I remember this. I remember that. And it took us back to when we were kids, right? And another thing is, it's such a good show, and it's not a bad show to the point where you can watch it with your kids. So it's like the best of both worlds. It brings you back. It's awesome, and you can watch it with the family.
Right.
But part of his question is that it's engaging with different audiences too, though, right? Like and is it like the younger generation just identifies with the kids because that's
maybe
yeah.
I don't know.
That's their age group.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then everybody, like you said, the retro's coming back. All these kids is like asking, "What is that? What is this? What's that?"
Right. Yeah.
I told my youngest that we had to take cassette tapes and take a pencil when the thing would come out, and she's like, "What's a cassette?"
Wind it up. Yeah.
Is it like pencil? You mean an Apple pencil?
Was and all that.
An Apple pencil? Oh my God, no.
I think it is kind of the rise of geek culture too, though, and like people, like, you know, people can identify with that, being the weird kid, or, you know, being bullied or whatever it is, and having them be the hero, like, right? Like I think that connects across generations. I think
that's true.
You know.
Yeah, it does. It's just well played. I mean, you have the whole horror aspect, but not too scary, so everybody can still enjoy it. Because I don't like scary stuff. I really don't, but I love Stranger Things. Like, oh, what's gonna happen? And even there was some stuff that made me jump, but I was still into it. The whole retro aspect of it really grabs you, or the stuff that you pick up on, like the Freddy Krueger stuff, the Michael Myers. I mean, that whole scene. She has the mask. He fell out the window. He was gone. Like everything.
What was the point of him? Yeah, and he was only one wearing the mask. Nobody else was.
That was funny.
That whole scene messed me up because I was like, why is he the only one with the mask?
Because
they're all jumping into the RV, and I was like, do these people outside not hear anything?
No. Yeah, they can't. Because he was being wanted. They all think that he was for the murder, so he had to run through the park.
That's why he's wearing the mask.
Yeah, so that's why you're wearing the mask of a movie villain.
And they were at Max's house. That's what she wore the first time she saw them on Halloween.
Yeah.
Remember, they were all Ghostbusters.
I remember that. I was just like, what's the point if he's the only one covering his face? But I didn't think about the whole he's wanted for murder thing.
He's a wanted.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why he was just hiding real quick, and then he took it off. That's why he couldn't go in the store with them. He was hiding in the RV, waiting, because people would have saw him. So he's still a wanted man. So that's why on that was cool. But
so
then
you said we're gonna get a time jump next season, right?
Yeah, that's what Marcus. We had said it before. That's what word is. A couple years.
Do we know that, or is that just a rumor? Have they said that? The Duffer Brothers?
That's the rumor. I don't know.
Well,
so
I was going to say
confirmed there.
I don't know that. I've been hearing it a lot though.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask how much of a time jump would you want to see, and also because it was already 2 days after the fact, and we saw everything that was happening, and it started merging. Would a time jump
how badly is it going to be after a time?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. Like, where would how much further would you see it jumping? And it's like, wouldn't be the more time that happens, the more messed up it'll get, and then it's like a little too late.
Yeah,
to try to save it.
Yeah.
That's what that ending made me wonder, like how they could do a time jump, because it feels like
I was all ready for an answer. I was all 91, 5 years. We were in 86. Now we're gonna hit the 90s.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What would be a length of time that you'd be okay with, though? That would make sense in your head story wise. Like, if 5 years feels like it's too far gone in a way. A month, 2 months. I wonder.
85. I think this was 85.
What's up,
this season.
Lucy?
Yeah, yes, that's Lucy.
She heard my voice again.
I feel like they should just literally pick up where they left off, like that same scene.
Yeah.
You know?
I think their challenge though is the kids growing up so fast.
That's mainly it, yeah.
Well, I think they already did it.
I think they said the writer's room comes back in August or something. So I think
really?
I think they haven't, unless they're messing with us.
Because I know they've been doing a lot of press for this season. Like Millie Bobby Brown was on Hot Ones and a bunch of stuff like that. And I don't know, maybe it's because I never paid attention before, but for some reason this season felt like they were promoting it for a lot more than any other one.
Yeah. Whoa, that was loud.
Right into the mic.
Everybody, welcome Lucy to the show.
Yes, please say hi to Lucy and then she'll leave.
Hi, Lucy.
Hey, Lucy.
Long time no see. Look, she looked right at me.
She just winked at you, Ernie.
Yeah, she does, because she knows that she's basically, I'm her replacement for the Boba Squadron. When Lucy can't be there, then I'm allowed.
She's your replacement.
No, Paul says otherwise, that I'm really not a part of it. I thought you confirmed that too.
She's replacing you. You're not replacing her.
It's the new picture is Kevin, Paul, Yoko, and
Lucy.
And
Lucy.
I think the gate will be guarded by the military, and Vecna is regrouping, so a small time jump can work. That's what Moocher said.
Yeah, no, I can't see a long time passing by, because literally 2 days and we already saw what started to happen.
Right.
So like, what in another week? It's like, how bad is it gonna get? You know what I mean?
So you're saying just a week time jump, 1 week?
No, like literally, like right where we left off, and it starts right then and there with them standing looking at the sky. It has to.
Yeah.
Unless Mike keeps getting older, because that kid is aging like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, anonymous dude, we just never seen somebody show much love and be supportive.
Right. No,
like,
that's the thing. It's because you're so positive all the time, and you always see the right.
But he said he was Canadian. I was like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
That's where bots come from, is Canada.
That's why I was like, it's Canadian bot. It makes sense. That's why it's positive and it's Canadian too. So.
No, we love you, anonymous dude 1, 2, 3, and all the support.
It's a compliment.
Yeah.
Do you like Hawaiian pizza? That's the question.
So then it's also stemmed from, because I shout you out and talk to you like you're so positive in that, I didn't know Twitch side either, so I was also shouting out Stream Elements. And
Nice.
That's definitely
that one is not a real
person.
person.
Yeah, that's not a real person.
Wait, did you just figure that out recently? I laughed at you every week. You said you shouted out Stream Elements.
No.
Ernie's like, man, this guy must love the show.
Yeah. Like Kevin and I started doing it. We're always like, shout out Stream Elements. Oh my gosh. What other things do we make fun of you about that you don't notice?
Oh, so much. What was your highlights? Oh, we said at the beginning, Jesser, you're gonna have to go back and catch the replay. Picard, become part of that replay crew. So Jesser's was the flamethrower, Hopper using Excalibur to chop up a Demogorgon. Actually, that was a Conan sword. Jesse confirmed from Conan.
It's pretty cool.
And Eddie Rocky Master Puppets, all the same, bro. We hit all of those ones.
Yeah, man. This season was right up there with season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like this season, I was like, usually like I don't watch it with my wife and my daughter. Like they'll watch things together, and I just be like, I'll catch it whenever. But when they started watching that first episode, like half hour into it, I was just like, yeah, I gotta get up, because this sounds great. And we watched it the whole way through like that, and it was like season 2. I'm not a fan of like that, but I get what they were trying to do. But I guess the backlash was like, yeah, we can't do this no more. And then 3 was, it was cool. But when 1 and this one right up top, man, so dope.
This one didn't have a weak episode.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think so either. And all them being so long, it didn't feel like it was so long.
Oh, yeah. So here's a question. I know you guys already talked about it on one of the after eps. Do you like the whole dropping the season on one shot, or a weekly thing, especially for a show like this?
I think it depends on how it plays out. I think like this plays out well, that the story is all written. I feel that Boba Fett would have been more if we watched it all together. But then again, then Kenobi came in, and I was excited every week for Kenobi, but that was still a 6-part movie, right? Like you were supposed to watch it all together. So I don't know.
All right, so
with spoilers too, right?
Yeah.
Let's stick with just this season and this show. Would you have rather? How would you have felt if it was coming out weekly?
I watched it weekly for myself.
For this season and show.
Yeah, this season and show.
And how did you like it like
I
to
liked
be
it because I got to really sit on each episode, basically, like let it sit on me. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have to rush through it, you know, because sometimes when I rush through something, I forget where things took place. I forget the order. It just feels like one giant blob as opposed to, okay, these are individual things that I'm taking in.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed the weekly watch of this. And I'm glad I wasn't spoiled of it. Really.
Since I feel like I was trying to watch it more slowly and then I got spoiled. So then I just sat and watched the rest of it before I got spoiled further, you know? So in that sense, I think having the weekly drops, it like takes the pressure off of having to watch it quickly and you really can enjoy it more instead of like, you know, rushing to figure out what happens next. I don't know. I'm okay either way. Yeah.
Because I'm 50-50 and I've used Stranger Things as an example. Let's take last season, for example. It all dropped. Everybody watched it. Merch was out. And then within like 2 weeks, it was gone. Right? Like, oh, did you see Stranger Things? Oh, no, I have to. I forgot it was out. And merch went on clearance and they didn't hit it right. I think they played it correctly this time by holding those last two for a whole nother month. Because it built that up and so many people were talking about it this time. We couldn't wait for the first. And now here we are even more talking about it, even though it's already passed. So holding those final ones, I thought was a great plan because prior seasons, you watched it, it was cool. And if you didn't watch it, move on to the next conversation. You should check it out. It kind of lost it, right? I think they kind of figured it out because of that anticipation. So a month, I guess, that's not that too long. Great build up. There you go. Kind of like a weekly one. Right. But again, when it's all there, you're worried about the spoilers. I mean, Yoko, this is right up yours. You do Midnight 30. So
I would have loved to do Midnight 30 for this season. You know,
would have been great for it,
right? Yeah. Now I'm mad. Now I wish it was weekly.
It's like it should have been weekly.
Yeah, should have been.
Like my whole thing is, at first I love the whole drop because you can binge it, watch it whenever you feel like it, whenever you have time, sit there, you watch whatever. But when the pandemic hit and we started getting a lot of shows, especially with Disney Plus, weekly stuff, it reminded me like when you would go back and watch something on Fox or Channel 9 or Channel 4, a weekly episode, and it's like it leaves you on that cliffhanger. It's like, oh my God, like what's gonna happen, you know? And it's like what Rich used to say, it's water cooler talk. You talk about that episode that whole week. And it's like build up to the next one. But there's something about dropping everything at once. It's like Ernie said, and we've had these combos before. It loses, something gets lost with that because after a month tops,
nobody
it's
talks
over.
About it. Yeah,
it's over, and it's like, all right, I want more. You know what I mean? Like, where's the rest? I can't wait for it. And it's like, that's it. It's like a month. After a month, you're done talking about it. But look at this. We had episode 7, and then we had to wait till July, bro. And it was like, yo, I cannot wait. It was literally like a countdown in people's heads. At least in my house, it was. It was like, yo, I cannot wait. And when that little trailer dropped, like the week and a half before, it was like, oh man, it's getting close. Like, come on, let's go. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy how we got to a point where everything is streaming and saying like, give me all at once. And we're literally moving backwards again. Because even Hulu, when you're subscribed, gives you commercials. You got those ads for like about a minute and a half. And I'm literally putting on Hulu sometimes just for that. To give me that real feel that I used to have before, where like I'm watching a show and you hear like ads and then or I like come back and I'm watching it again. It's just crazy. But I would for this especially, this show in this season, definitely I would have loved to seen weekly an episode.
Yeah, that's very true. So see what happens going here on out, how they're going to approach it, because like I said, I think they fixed it with this. But again, that one, Chamba, did you mean Jesse's about the spoilers? Because that's
just marinate. Just I like that. You know,
it's the weekly. so you can talk about it, see it.
Because I knew that it was going to be a month before part 2 was dropping, so I'm like, oh, I'm just going to pace myself.
Okay,
I don't need to rush through. And
right,
then
I remember you said that.
Month. Yeah, so I'm just gonna watch it in my own time, like spread it out a couple days, if not a week, and it really worked out for me because I really got to just sit and think about it.
Yeah, I think the most hardest part is spoilers.
Oh,
well, you know what's crazy? Like maybe it's because I don't really like follow stuff about Stranger Things or anything with Netflix. I didn't really see much of it, and like I said, I just saw something yesterday morning that was a spoiler in my head, and it wasn't even that much of a spoiler. It was just about all right, something's gonna happen to Eddie because they showed this, and that caption was he didn't run away, and I was like, all right, I've been seeing this dude all weekend, but it was just him with rocking out, you know, but that one caption, I was like, okay, something gotta happen, but it wasn't even like, it was big, but it wasn't like spoiling the whole episode, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So like, it was cool, but like, you know, I don't know. It's great when you get to talk about it like one episode each week, and you pick up on more stuff that way.
Exactly.
Yeah. I do wonder, since Netflix has been hurting too, if they will change their business model here shortly. You know, because like right now you can subscribe for a month and cancel, or if you stretch it out, maybe people would have to subscribe.
Right, for a bit longer because of that.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why Disney Plus stretches it out, you know, and they don't overlap their shows. So, yeah.
And I like it. I'm not against it either.
No.
Yeah, like I've been watching Miss Marvel, and every week I'm enjoying the hell out of it, man. Just like,
I love that show.
There was an overlap with Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan though, with the drop of the day.
Yeah.
That was a little bizarre, but
like I wouldn't want
with the merch too. I bet you Netflix is watching what they're doing with the merch, the weekly merch drops and stuff like that. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see where next season goes, but we have a whole year because season 5 will be in 2024, and Dario, that's supposed to be the final one.
This is the final one.
Yeah.
For real though, right?
Yeah, for real. Supposedly, we'll see.
I heard tell.
Yeah, we'll see. But I thank you guys so much for being here, that we were able to have this talk, and for all the Federation, everybody in the chat being here and telling us all your favorite stuff, and just being a part of the conversation. I greatly appreciate it, and that's what I love about doing this. Yoko, thank you so much for being here. Where can we find you? What do you got going on?
I stream on Tuesdays and some Wednesdays on Twitch, Live and La Vida Yoko, and at Yoko McCann on Instagram and Twitter.
And you got Midnight 30 going on, right? With Miss
so
Marvel?
next week is the Miss Marvel finale, so we have Midnight 30 for that, but then I don't think we'll have anything for a little while. Yeah.
Until She-Hulk, right?
She-Hulk, yeah.
When's that one? I thought
mid-August? August.
I think so, yeah.
Mid-August.
Is that before?
Really. It's not even that far.
Is that before? What's his name?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. August is going to be stressful. Yeah.
With the shows?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then a month later, and then because I think She-Hulk and Andor will overlap, and then Andor and Bad Batch are going to overlap.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Crap. Very stressful.
That one's weird to me. It's like, why would you overlap 2 Star Wars?
Are they on specified days, or are they dropping on the same day?
You know, I could see them doing Bad Batch on Fridays or something, right?
They really should split the days up at least.
Hopefully, yeah. We'll see. Yeah. That's a September problem, not a July problem.
And Dario, what do you got going on, man? You just had a premiere episode.
Yeah, something like that. It was
what happened?
More of a test run.
Was it? And he let it out of the bag?
Yes. It was not. So what I was trying to do is I'm trying to bring back the RLU This Week show, at least once a month type of thing. And but Adrian like told everybody on the group. So, but it was cool. It was fun talking to the guys again. But I'm trying to do it once a month, but we'll see what's going on. Hopefully, they haven't taken down the episode yet, so I think we could go for a number 2 now.
I say go for it.
Yeah, because it's not safe for work or children or some adults.
No. Yeah, maybe a lot of adults, but it's good fun.
Yeah,
just check it out. Yeah,
it's
don't
really
get your
bad.
feelings hurt. Go in with an open mind, and it's all jokes.
No, most of the time.
Yeah, sometimes.
Take it as a joke.
Well,
How about that?
I love it, Dario. Thank you for being here, man. You're looking well. I appreciate all you do and hopping on. And thanks, man. I love you for being here. And let me know when we can start promoting that so we can get everybody to join
I'm not
there.
I won't tell anybody, and I'm gonna just do it. And
Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, for sure. And Chamba, how about you?
You can find me at the Chamba on Twitter and Instagram, on Toy Migos, Chat Migos Symbol, and They're Not Dolls, and also on my other podcast, Chippa Chap Chat.
You got it. That's awesome. When do you have a specific day for Chipper Chat Chat?
Nah.
Just whenever you guys drop an episode,
record.
right?
Sometimes it's once a week. Yeah. All right. Sometimes it's twice a week. Sometimes once a week. Whatever.
Today's Wednesday. I'm at 5:30 p.m. Fallen Fett Chronicles. Be sure and check that out if you're new here. Thanks. Hit that subscribe button. Coming up right now at 8 p.m. is some Star Wars talk with the Sarlacc Digest, which I'm also a part of. Tomorrow is Thursday, so check out Toying Around with the Enabler episode. Yoko's on.
Oh, I'm on that. I'm on that.
Yes, you are. That's tomorrow. All the Enablers. That's on his channel, Toying Around. And then at 8:15 p.m., come check out Toy Migos with They're Not Dolls for our Super Show. That's the first of the month. So,
more importantly, on top of all of that, make sure you guys go visit Ernie's page for the giveaway for the stands that Marco Darth Moocher be making.
Excellent.
The G.I. Joe stands. The giveaway deadline is this Monday coming up, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday for next week's Chronicles show.
Nice.
You're gonna get a G.I. Joe, a Cobra, and your pick of
good guy, bad guy stands.
Yeah, to see what's there.
An exclusive 1-of-1 artwork by Scott Solo.
Yeah, a very cool prize, if you ask me. So
that's and I'll throw in a couple extra things too while I'm at it.
Awesome. There we go.
And Ernie can't win, right?
No, Ernie cannot.
No, but he tried to. He made up an
right, Ernie.
Not Ernie.
Can Corinne win?
Oh no.
No, I'll make sure she's out. Now that you threw it out there, thanks a lot.
He was finding a loophole.
Yeah, I was all winners, Evil Diva.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird.
Thanks everybody for joining. Speaking of Evil Diva, you can check us out Saturdays with How We Do Disney. We just went to the park last Saturday, so we got some news coming up. Hopefully we can do an episode this Saturday, I believe. So I'll post up about it and you can check it out there. Don't forget to follow all the links below and all the sponsors. I greatly appreciate all their help, and we'll see you guys very soon. Thank you everybody for being here again. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Toy Migos here. Rip into it. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another edition of They're Not Dolls here on Toy Migos YouTube. I'm the one and only Fallen Fett. We got another delivery from HasbroPulse.com with a brand new Marvel Legends Hulk 20th anniversary. You know what that means. It's time to rip into it. Let's see if it really does rip into it. No, it doesn't. Rip into it. Rip into it.
It is my favorite.
Yeah. Hulk one out. We got extra head, some yellow dome thingy. We got the Hulk with definitely more than 78 points of articulation on it. We got an old school base to go with it. A Marvel Legends plaque. We got fists. Everything fist everywhere. And of course, your background. Don't forget, Toy Migos, They're Not Dolls, every Thursday night, 8:15 p.m.